Daniel Negreanu is looking down at pocket sevens. Pre-flop creates a fascinating collision between two distinct eras of poker: the live read intuition of Negreanu and the high-volume mathematical precision of the online legend, Randy Liu. The action begins with a raise to 1,600 from the loose cannon, who is holding pocket nines. Negreanu, sitting in position with pocket sevens, elects to flat call. This is a staple of Negreanu's small ball strategy. He wants to see a flop cheaply and use his post-flop skills to navigate, rather than bloating the pot with a marginal pair. However, Randy Liu wakes up in the small blind with pocket queens. Recognizing the dead money and the capped strength of the caller, Liu executes a textbook squeeze play, 3-betting to 6,000.
I know you're coming in. Hurry up.
You knew it, right? You raised anyway. What is that all about?
What was that?
You knew I was calling, but you raised anyway.
You're reading too much into it, man.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to level myself here. I just want to try to flop a set, hit a set, and get it in. Can we do that? Huh?
Yeah, I'm paired in.
Well, if I'm trying to flop a set, what do you think I started with?
The stage is set, an overpair against a set minor, a classic recipe for a cooler. The flop falls a disconnected and dry texture that is an absolute dream for Liu's pocket queens. There are no flush draws and no overcards to his pair. Liu continues his aggression with a bet of 8,000. He is extracting value from hands like pocket eights to tens, as well as any jack that Negreanu might have peeled with. Negreanu, however, is not ready to go away.
It's an interesting situation, okay? Because I have 3 threes right now. You don't believe that?
I don't know.
How much
I believe
is it?
a lot of people. I believe a lot of people.
So the best way to play this against you, based on previous hands, is to call, raise river, I think. Okay? So that's plan A. I might change my mind, but plan A is call, ship river.
All right.
That's plan A. You like that? I'm just going to tell him, whatever.
I'm a little worried.
The turn brings the 7, the card that flips the script entirely. It is the Doom card for Liu. Negreanu spikes a 2-outer to make a set of 7s. The dynamic shifts from a marginal float to a monster trap. Liu, unaware of the disaster that has just struck, fires a second barrel of 20,000. He believes his queens are still the best hand and wants to charge draws or a stubborn jack. Negreanu's response is pure class.
He doesn't believe me. I seriously say I'm going to do that, and he doesn't care. Oh, gosh.
Everyone lies. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Word on the street.
So is plan A still the plan? I'd like to defer.
You gotta respect internet guys that chat during hands. That's a very rare thing, and to that, hats off. He's chatted in the middle. If somebody's dialoguing with him, he just opens the door and goes there.
Oh.
Even I don't do that. I try not to,
So it's
but
a
I do
mistake?
it.
Is that a mistake? Thanks for the...
I'm leveling myself too much. I call. Daniel calls. If I keep thinking, I'm going to screw up really bad.
This is awesome. Still sticking to the plan.
The river is the ace, a scare card that complicates the board. It hits Liu's bluffing range, but also potentially scares a pair of queens. However, Liu decides to turn his hand into a polarized value bet bluff hybrid. He fires a massive 47,800. He is representing the ace, trying to fold out a jack or a smaller pair.
I'm now worried that you just made 3 aces. How much does he have? How much did he bet?
Fired 47,800.
I told you I have 3 threes and you just don't care, or you have that beat, right?
Well, if I talk too much, I might let you know what I have.
Bro, the thing is, when you talk, you might get the other result. You might get wins that you shouldn't have got, etc. You know?
That's true.
It's not all.
How light is Daniel thinking of calling this time?
What's he got left? Let's see. I can't see. Just lift your hand. That's good. It really smells like aces.
Does that mean Daniel was already beating a pair of aces?
Pocket aces? Oh, it's a difference. I can't fold anyway.
Calls.
Queens.
Turn to set.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Nice hand.
Daniel Negreanu looks down to King 10 offsuit, a hand with decent equity in a 4-way pot. Against him is Elizabeth Houston, who opens to a Queen Jack offsuit. Let's see who will the poker gods bless this time.
See that? Cheap flop.
Reynolds folds.
Also makes it easier to call this 3-bet from Tony G.
He raises to 2,000. Queen Jack for the cannon. She calls out of position. So does Daniel.
And like that, Williams built himself his own little pot odds.
He calls 2. 4-person party to the flop.
The flop comes 8 Queen Jack Rainbow, which is perfect for Houston. She is looking at top 2 pair with no danger of a flush and only a potential straight or a pocket pair being in her way. Her odds look great, but I think she should have bet harder before Negreanu had a chance to see more of the community cards.
I fold.
Thank you, William.
With the bet sizing being insufficient, even Tony G with his mid-pair of jacks that have 2% equity will make the call. The turn delivers the 4 of spades. Things couldn't have been better for Houston. Pocket 4s would have probably folded, same as the pocket 6s from earlier, but she is still afraid of the flush and straight draw. That's why she fires a bet for a bit over half the pot, which I think will be yet again not enough to get Negreanu off his hand.
Daniel's checking out her stack, knowing she probably has something strong enough to lose it all if he does make the nuts.
Negreanu casually calls her $15,000 bet as predicted. But at least Tony G and his adventuristic jacks are gone. Now let's see what the turn will bring for Negreanu. And it is the ace. What a cooler this will be at the end.
That's Daniel's gin card, and this could get ugly for the cannon. I expect her to bet here.
Now she checks.
Somehow she knew to slow down. Daniel's got the nuts. Let's see how much he thinks she'll pay off.
50.
If Elizabeth has watched the show at all, she would know Daniel doesn't bluff raise the river very often. No one does.
If Elizabeth makes this call, she'll have less than 30,000 remaining in her stack.
Call.
Ouch.
She sees it.
Damn it.
Daniel Negreanu was looking down on King-Queen offsuit. The table is 4-way after Tony G opens, and Viffer, Negreanu, and Scott Seaver all come along. That matters because equities flatten in multi-way pots. Single pair hands lose value while nutted, and draw heavy holdings gain. Tony G's range from early position in this lineup still contains suited connectors.
There's room for everyone to keep improving.
I mean, the way you guys all play, there's certainly tons of room.
Yeah.
Scott calls.
I'm going to go with an old Hellmuth trick. Watch this, gentlemen. Check in the dark. How do you fade that? Seriously, check in the dark. I don't even want to see what's coming.
Checking through is revealing. On this texture, the pre-flop raiser has a lot of one pair and gut shot combinations that dislike being raised by 3 players.
See how that worked? Because if I wouldn't have done that, they would have been more scared. My turn, right?
Daniel's still open-ended.
Did you qualify?
Yes, I've qualified pretty comfortably at this point. The question is, how much do I want to put in there?
You checked.
No, I'm not, for sure.
He's not checking?
Yeah. If you're folding any bet, you can just do that now. I'm going to put in...
The turn is the 7 of spades, a huge card for Tony G's side of the range, and a bad one for capped checkbacks. Negreanu leads $3,600 into the field, a small sizing that targets folds from the Broadway airballs, and denies equity to Queen 9, 9-8, and the club draws. Scott's call with Queen Jack keeps dominated queens in, but the raise from Tony G to $14,000 is the pivotal data point. After a street of passivity, that raise is heavily weighted to value.
If I win the pot, I'll give you your money back.
Negreanu's call with King-Queen looks ambitious only if you ignore blocker logic. He removes the queen that completes Tony G's higher straight and retains outs to the ace or 9 to make his own. Scott correctly recognizes he's in kicker jail and releases.
Wow, that was a big sweat.
Took a long time. That speech really got him.
He made a big laydown just now.
The river is the 9 of diamonds. Range-wise, it's a dagger for Tony G. His made straight from the turn remains a straight, but Negreanu's King-Queen now upgrades to the higher straight. When Negreanu fires $35,000, the story is polarized between exactly that high straight and bluffs that bricked clubs or random Queen X that tried to push Tony G off a one-pair hand.
Are you also offering my 4,800 back if you...
Tony calls and Daniel wins a $100,000 pot.
I had the nuts on the turn. Wow, well done.
Doug Polk kicks things off with 7-5 suited. His stack is huge compared to most people on the table, so he can freely fish for a straight or a flush here.
6 raises to 7.
Whoa!
Jungleman, though, is not looking to play around with small raises. He has pocket queens and is determined to make anyone that is looking to play pay the high price of $7,000. Now that everyone but Doug Polk has folded and it is his turn to act, what do you think his next move will be?
How much you got here, Jungle?
After sizing up Jungleman's stack for a while, Doug Polk decides that his potential straight flush with the 7-5 is worthy enough and fires a call that will send us straight to a crazy flop.
Ooh, fun board.
If it's a split pot,
Double gut shot for Doug.
You move your hand's in the way.
The rainbow flop discourages Doug Polk a bit. He opens with a check, which sends Jungleman into bet mode, and he shoots a $5,000 bet. To which, after some pretend sizing up, Doug decides to call once again. Despite the turn improving his straight flush draw, Doug Polk decides to wait it out and checks. To which, as if by a clockwork, Jungleman and his pair of queens go on the offensive. He fires almost a pot bet worth $21,500. Now everything is on Doug Polk and his belief in at least hitting the straight. I might sound a bit like a fish, but I am definitely folding it right here. What about you?
Do it, Doug.
Do it.
I think he will, is my guess. Fold equity available, double gutter plus flush draw, 7 high out of position.
All in.
Yeah.
much?
It's your stack.
All of it. How many times?
Pretty much a snap call here.
How much? It's your stack.
You want to do more?
More than twice?
One time, man. The viewers at home want to see it one time.
You guys just have to agree to it.
It's probably going to be a split.
Twice is good. Okay.
2 times. $185,000 in the middle.
All right, do it twice.
Oh, that's Dougie.
Oh, we're straight.
That was a straight flush.
Flush.
It's good to win the first one.
The loose cannon is looking down on 10-8 suited. He opens to 2,000 from early position and gets a crowd of people that flat behind him. Nobody is squeezing, so the pot goes multi-way with a lot of capped ranges. Ferdinand still owns the initiative, but he is also walking into a 4-way pot, which can always get messy.
Love the action, boys. I could use these chips.
Yeah, we're giving you the action, you know that.
Can you feel the love?
I love it.
You'll get the opportunity, that's for sure.
Well, if I fold, I'm definitely rooting for you to win.
Flop comes a minefield. Veldhouse has queen 9 suited and quietly connects with top pair. Ferdinand's 10-8 is the hand of the moment here. A flop straight with front door flush and straight flush draws. Mosseri has 2 big overcards and air. Jetton has 10-3 and is done unless something weird happens. Checks roll around to Veldhouse, and that tells him exactly what he needs to know. Nobody screaming straight or a set, and Ferdinand did not stab as the pre-flop raiser. Veldhouse takes the lead for $5,700.
I'm all in.
And he's going all in again. Abe folds.
I wonder who we're rooting for this hand.
Probably rooting for me to fold.
Ferdinand does not mess around. He rips it. With a flop straight and front door flush, his shove is the classic pressure play.
You got some sick reads, Lex. You got reads on all of us. Yeah. We know one guy that's rooting for you to fold. There he is. There he is. He's about to come over and take your cards and throw them right in the muck.
And by using his image of the loose cannon, Veldhouse thinks for about a beat and then
Lex calls, and Bobby loves it.
You got it? Oh my God. Wow, everything. That is everything. Pretty nice hand, sir. Nuts.
Nuts redraw.
All season long, I see loose cannons going all in with ace high, middle pair, bottom pair.
No.
That's like going through my head.
You can't even hit the 9 of diamonds to help you make a full house here.
Just the one time is fine for Bobby, thanks. The meaningless river.
Oh, straight flush.
Straight flush he made.
That's sick.
Vanessa is looking down on pocket aces.
So it's me and you. I got to raise it 1,200. So if you re-raise, then you build the pot so big, and then you're going to get bluffed out in the big pot.
Tony G thinks he's going to outplay Vanessa post-flop with position and a junk-suited looking hand.
Keep the pots low. I bet 2,000.
Yeah.
That's fair, you know. I think it's better betting in a dark. A dark raise, that's hard and commitment.
The flop is the dream board for Tony. He smashes bottom 2 pair versus most opponents. This is where he starts fast playing, trying to punish overpairs and top pair by ballooning the pot immediately. He leads 2K, to which Vanessa instantly raises to 5K. From her point of view, this looks super standard. She has overpair, she doesn't block spades, there are straight and flush combos Tony G can show up with, and she wants to deny equity.
You ready?
From Tony's point of view, that raise is exactly what he was hoping to induce. He doesn't just call, he makes it 20K.
You ready? If you win the hand, you keep me quiet.
Don't believe you. That bluff I'll call.
That size is Tony basically telling a story of, I'm not scared of you, I have a real hand. The problem he doesn't realize is Vanessa loves that story. When she flats the 20K instead of jamming, she's saying, I have you in jail and I'm letting you keep betting. With aces, she caps nothing, and Tony can't narrow her the way he thinks he can. Turn is where everything flips and Tony doesn't feel it yet. So Tony keeps value betting for 10K.
You could shut me right up.
How?
Well, by being all in and winning the pot.
Punch in the face.
Just push a button?
Thinking he can still get called by worse and charge flush draws. But in reality, he's now drawing almost dead against boats and nutty slow plays, and Vanessa has him in a spot where calling is mandatory and raising is unnecessary. Full house versus full house is where bankrolls go bankrupt because nobody folds boats to one bet emotionally.
Now you got to show some guts. Can you bet this, or you're going to make a really weak check now on the end? Go on, Vanessa, you can do it.
All in.
Call.
Ace is full.
Wow, very nice. That's the best. Very nice.
You got screwed?
I got a full house too on the end.
Wow.
And a flush draw. That's it. That shut me up. Well done, Vanessa.
Vanessa doubles through.
I got lucky, obviously.
Not really. I mean, it's...
We took turns getting lucky. I got lucky to get the aces, you got lucky on the flop, I got lucky on the turn.
I haven't won one hand when I've been good, so...